Biden bleeding support with black voters as 2024 campaign heats up. Uh, I know this is anecdotal evidence, but all the black people I don't know anyone that's enthusiastic uh, uh, for Biden. I don't know anyone that's over here caping for Biden, except for the pundits on TV and the Democrat politicians. Most black people don't care anything for Biden. But again, like I said, it's my anecdotal evidence. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store where I have I Will Not Comply t-shirts as well. So check those out. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest of news. I post news throughout the day. I write articles throughout the day as well. So check that out. All right, let's talk about this news. President Biden is bleeding support with black voters heading into the 2024 campaign season, according to a recent poll. While the president maintains black voter support, it has sharply declined since taking office and comes with much less enthusiasm. According to the Associated Press, around 58% approve of his job handling. I really would like to talk to that 58% who approve of him. You can't give me one thing to point to that shows that he got this country heading in the right direction on any type of scale that you could think of, the economy, in culturally anything. But just 41% of black adults said they wanted Biden to run for a second term, while only 55% said they would likely support him in the general election. These figures starkly contrast with his first few months in office, with 9 out of 10 ridiculous numbers black voters approve of the job he was doing. And that just goes to show me that the mainstream media was doing their job. That's why they supported him so much, because they didn't tell about how he really is the true racist, how he spoke at a KKK leader's funeral, and the policies and how many black people he locked up and all this other stuff that the mainstream media didn't even talk about. They were disinterested in. But anyway, I digress. They also fall well below Democrats' overall sentiment, which showed that 81% would definitely or probably support Biden if he were the nominee. Quote, honestly, I feel like right now America is in a state of emergency. Destiny Humphreys, a South Carolina State University student, told the publication, we need some real change. Others in South Carolina, the Democrats' first presidential primary state, felt differently. Quote, Biden has proven himself in the last few years, and I'll be voting for him in the next election, said LaJoya Broughton, a lobbying and public affairs specialist. It's just ridiculous. How has he proven himself? Of course, they won't give any examples because they have none to give. The Palmetto State proved pivotal for Biden during the 2020 election and helped swing his fortune and put him on the path toward the White House. Now, the conflicting views of black voters may prove troublesome during the general election. Quote, he wouldn't have been president without us, Courtney McLean, a recent graduate of the University of South Carolina who voted for Biden in 2020, told the publication, quote, for people to vote and to be eager to vote, you have to actually want to vote for the person. Aces Conyers, a 22-year-old at South Carolina State, added on the Biden enthusiasm front. Biden hadn't done nothing for black people, but they could continue to vote for him. It makes absolutely no sense to me. But while Biden's black voter support fell, Republican candidates have been a slight uptick in support. In South Carolina, longtime Democratic Rep James Clyburn largely drove Biden's trajectory and arguably was the most critical figure for his 2020 campaign. Biden later returned the favor. After winning the election, he nominated the congressman's daughter, Clyburn Reed, a former teacher, as federal co chair of the Southeast Crescent Regional Commission in 2021. In December of that year, the Senate narrowly approved her for the position, which works to relieve economic hardship in the southeastern United States, which has not been working. Look at the economy. But Clyburn has since enthusiastically endorsed a second Biden term. Quote, I'm all in for Biden, for President Biden. Claiborne told CBS's Robert Costa um, earlier this year. Quote, I think he's demonstrated in the 2 years that he's been deserving of reelection. And I do believe he will be reelected, irrespective of who the Republicans they put up. I don't think so. I think they live in la la land. Most people, you gotta like that. Lady said, people aren't enthused when it comes to Biden. People gotta want to feel enthused to get up to go wait in line to vote on the 80-something-year-old man that has absolutely systematically destroyed this country. I don't see people getting up and doing it. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out democrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace. Oh,